Garlic chive cake is another famous street food in Asia. There are two kinds of garlic chive cake. There is the round one, which I'm making today, and there is another square kind, which I will make it sometime in the future. It is one of my favorite street food that I used to eat when I was younger. And in today's video, I will show you how you can make this delicious garlic chive cake for you and your family at home. Okay, let's get started. You will need some simple ingredients that you can easily find from any Chinese supermarket. For the outside cake part, you will need some rice flour, some tapioca starch, and some glutinous flour, some salt, sugar, and some cooking oil. I'm making the original recipes from Cambodia, so we will need garlic chives, some oyster sauce, and a little bit of salt. You will need a steamer, and if you have a large steamer, that really helps to speed up the process. I also use bamboo lid so the moisture will grab to the bamboo lid, or you can also use a normal lid and wrap it in the towel and tie it, so this way the water will absorb to the towel when you steam them. And next, I will show you how to cut the paper so it will fit into the steamer. I'm using wax paper so this way the chive cake will not stuck to the pot when we are steaming them. After you cut the wax paper into the size of the steamer, you're going to fold it in half, and then after fold it in half again. You're going to cut all the edges or all around the paper that you fold to make it into a round shape, just the way like I do it. And after you unfold the paper should fit into the steamer, just like that. And another thing that I did before I put it into the steamer, I make holes into the folding area that I fold on both sides, so that side and this side here. And when you unfold the paper should look like this. And next, we will clean the garlic chive. You can clean the garlic chive with cold water. And if you come across any damaged leaf or rotten leaf, you can take it out. And after you clean the garlic chive, you can drain the water out. And after, I'm going to show you how you can cut them. You can try to line up the garlic chive and after cut them, or you can just go straight to cut them, as long you can cut them into small pieces. You're going to cut them about 3/8 of an inch long. With all my trial errors, I noticed that if I cut the garlic chive too long, the garlic chive cake does not taste that good comparing to the garlic chive that we cut it shorter. So try to cut it about 3/8 or 2/8 of an inch long. And here I can show you it should look this long, not too long, just like that. This garlic chive leaf is weigh about 0.9 pound or 400 grams. And for this much garlic chive, it will be just enough for the dough that we're going to mix later, which I will show you in a bit. And sometime after you finish cutting it, you will notice that there is some long leaves, just like this one. You can try to select them, and after we chop them into small pieces again. There will be some liquid that will come out from the garlic chive when we steam them, so we're going to get rid of some liquid by lightly stir fry the garlic chive first. Now that we finished cutting up all the garlic chive, next we're going to lightly stir fry the garlic chive. You can fry some garlic or using some garlic oil, or using regular oil, that would be okay too. When the oil is hot, you're going to pour in all the garlic chive. We're going to lightly stir fry the garlic chive. Half teaspoon of salt and 1.5 teaspoon of oyster sauce. The flavor that we are giving to the garlic chive, we only want to lightly flavor the garlic chive. You're going to lightly stir fry the garlic chive for about 45 seconds. As soon as you see the garlic chive get softer, you can turn off the heat right away. As soon as you turn off the heat, you're going to take the garlic chive out and put it into the strainer to drain all the liquid out. Right now you may not see any liquid yet, but I will show you in a bit just before we start to wrap them. Leave that on the side for now. Next, I'm going to show you how to mix the dough. For this Thai elephant brand, the tapioca starch comes in the blue package. The method that I'm going to show you is super easy to remember. My method is 1 ratio to all 3 kinds of flour. 1 cup of tapioca starch. Rice flour usually comes in a red package for this kind. 1 cup of rice flour. And the glutinous flour usually comes in the green package. As you can see, I put 1 cup of tapioca starch, 1 cup of rice flour, and 1 cup of glutinous flour. So the ratio is 1:1:1. Half teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and as for this cooking oil, I'm not using it now, I'm going to use it later. You're going to whisk all the dry ingredients together. The temperature of the water is really important before you pour it into the flour. You want to use freshly boiled water. Whatever cup that you use to measure the flour, you're going to use the same cup to measure the water. So you're going to need 1.5 cup of hot water. In this clip, it doesn't look like I'm using the same cup, but because I forgot to film it, but I will show you what I mean in a bit. It is going to be hot, so you're going to use the firm stirring sticks to combine all the ingredients together. And here, this is what I mean. I use this cup to measure the flour, so I use the same cup to measure the water. But since I forgot to record it, that is why I have to show you the previous clip so you get the idea on what to do with the water. For 3 cups of combined flour, you will need 1.5 cup of hot boiled water. You're going to use the firm stirring sticks to combine the ingredients for about 2 minutes, and after you're going to use your hand to combine all the ingredients together. You will not be able to combine all the ingredients together by using those firm stirring sticks, so you have to use your hand to combine all the ingredients together. It might be a little bit hot, but it's okay, it's not going to burn your hand, so you're going to use your hand to knead all the flour and combine all the ingredients together. You can add another tablespoon of hot water in there, but for me, that's what I use and I didn't add any more, and it turned out really good. If you put too much water, your dough would be too soft. That means your dough would be harder for you to use it to wrap to make it into the garlic chive cake later. After you combine all the dough together, you're going to take it out, and after you're going to make it into a log shape just like I do it. After you're going to cut in half, and you're going to save half into the bowl and cover it with the plastic wrap, so this way the dough would not get dried. We will work with half of the dough for now, so this way the dough will not become dried. You can cut it into 6 pieces for each size. You can make bigger garlic chive cake, but I recommend for beginner to start with smaller one by cutting them into 6 pieces. And here, this is what I mean. The garlic chive water will make the garlic chive cake break, and it's easier to wrap it when there is not much liquid in the garlic chive. I brushed some cooking oil to my palm, so this way the dough do not stuck to my palm. You're going to use all fingers to press to make it into the flat shape, just like I do it. Garlic chive cake usually tastes better if the wrap is thinner, but you don't want it to be too thin that the dough will break on you. The thickness of it is about 1/8 of an inch thick. Depending on the size of the dough you have flattened, you may need about 1 tablespoon to 1 tablespoon and a half of garlic chive. After you put the right amount that you like into the dough, you're going to fold the garlic chive. The way that you fold it, it doesn't matter. You don't have to fold the same way that I do. So this way, it's the same way that I fold, the same as a steam bun, but it will not matter, like I said, because I will show you what I mean in a bit. And here, this is what I mean. After you fold it, you're going to flip it back to the board and you're going to press it down to seal and to make it shape into a round shape and press it down at the same time. And as you can see, the area that we fold, it got squished down and got flattened anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like I said, you can fold in whichever method that you like. You can brush some cooking oil and after put it into the steaming tray. Either you a beginner or you an expert on wrapping the garlic chive cake. The garlic chives, sometimes they break because of the liquid that come out from the garlic chive. The way that you can fix the broken chive cake, you can pinch a little dough off the side there and after press it down to seal it together. So for every single garlic chive cake, you're going to brush some cooking oil on top, so this way it will not get stuck to the steamer when we steam them. And here is a faster clip that you can watch how you can flatten the dough and after fold it into the garlic chive cake. And this step here to make the garlic chive cake look really round and nice and flat, you can do it the way that I do, press it down and shape it at the same time, just like that. After we finish with folding the garlic chive, next we're going to steam them. For the size pot, I steam 6 of them at a time. And for the amount of dough that we make, you can make 12 medium size of garlic chive cake. After, you can brush some cooking oil on top, so this way when the garlic chive finish cooking, it will give some shine to the garlic chive cake. On high heat, once the water is boiling, you're going to steam those garlic chives for 15 minutes. If you have the bamboo lid, you can use the bamboo lid to cover it so the water will absorb to the bamboo lid. But if you don't have the bamboo lid, you can use this lid, the one that I show you from beginning. So this way the water will absorb to the bamboo lid or the cloth lid. On high heat, I set the timer for 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes, the garlic chive or the dough of the garlic chive should be fully cooked. After you take the garlic chive cake out of the steamer, you're going to leave it on the side for about 2 minutes before you start to take them out. And here, after 2 minutes, I'm going to scoop it out and put them into another plate. When you take them out from the steamer, the garlic chive cake should not be stuck to the wax paper. And after you finish doing that, you can cut another wax paper like I shown you from the beginning and start to steam the next batch. And after you finish steaming the second batch, I want to show you another tip. And here is the second batch that I let it cool down for 2 minutes. Even after you let it cool down for 2 minutes, the garlic chive cake is still hot. And because of the garlic chive cake and the heat, it will make the garlic chives stuck together. To prevent the garlic chive cake not to get stuck together, what you can do, you can either let it cool down in the steaming tray, or you can let it cool down individually, just like I do it in this picture here. There are 2 ways that you can eat this garlic chive cake. You can eat it right after you steam it, or you can fry some of it. I can eat it both ways. I can eat it right after it finished steaming, or I can eat it after I fry it. But if you fry them, it tastes even better. If you are going to fry them, you can fry them into lightly brown color. And when you are frying them, to make sure that you don't put them too close together because they will stuck together, just like this picture here. These are just some small tips that I like to show you so you know what to expect if you put them too close together. But even if they stuck together, that would be okay too, because you could always separate them later. You can fry both sides to lightly brown color or to darker brown color, whichever way you like. Okay, that is it on how you can make this delicious garlic chive cake for you and your family at home. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share with your family and friends. I hope this video is easy and simple enough for you to follow, so you can make this delicious garlic chive cake for you and your family at home. If you are new here, welcome to my channel, and if you have been here before, welcome back. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to press the subscribe button for more delicious homemade recipes. And also, don't forget to press the notification bell so you get notified for all my future videos. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye for now.